Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me back again, doing my Elimination Chamber pay-per-view review here. Uh, I'll get into the overall thoughts of the pay-per-view after I do the review. But honestly, the matches that I thought were gonna go in order, they were totally flipped around. Raw started off with the Raw Chamber match. Yeah, the Raw one, surprisingly. Um, I thought this would be the last match of the night, which I was wrong. It was a pretty damn good match. I cannot complain at all about this match. Maybe the ending, but also the ending makes the storyline continue on. I'll get into that. Ziggler and Kofi took probably the most bumps of the night. Maybe Ziggler more. My goodness. He took so many moves onto that still, and I condemned him for that. Huge props to Ziggler. Huge props to Kofi. He jumped off the pod. Like I said, I thought he would probably do one of those spots. He did. Jumped off the pod onto CM Punk and The Miz. It was connected perfectly. He also did his other move where he grabs. Not sure what it's called when he grabs you and he does that front flip. He did that on the still to Chris Jericho. That was brutal. Just a lot of brutal moves were going on in that match. CM Punk took a pretty nasty spill on the steel. Nice little scratch, little bruise and scratch on his leg. But other than that, how it ended was it was between The Miz, Jericho, Kofi, and Punk. CM Punk, I'm sorry, Jericho made Kofi tap, so Kofi was eliminated. He wouldn't let Kofi alone. He started beating him up, basically just kept throwing him around. Finally, they opened up the chamber so he can get out, and Jericho just tossed him out. When Jericho's turning around, CM Punk hits him with a kick to the face, which then Jericho falls out of the chamber, hits a cameraman. It looked like he hit his head on the camera and knocked himself out. I'm sure it was part of the storyline. I'm really sure it was part of the storyline. So he wasn't able to continue. So basically, he eliminated himself, if you want to say that. It was down to Punk and Jericho. I'm sorry, Punk and The Miz. They went at it. Nice little tease spots where The Miz looked like he was going to win. And CM Punk ended up retaining his belt. I thought it was a pretty good match. It sucked that it was the first match of the night. I mean, I thought if any chamber match would start first, it'd be SmackDown. But I was wrong about that. But honestly, this Raw Chamber was was better than last year, I think. And yeah, they had a nice little spot. So now they figured out how to continue the storyline to WrestleMania with Jericho and CM Punk. Now Jericho can say, I wasn't even eliminated right. I wasn't pinned. He came up from behind me and kicked me. And, he's going to use that now, I'm pretty sure. So good job on WWE getting the storyline to continue up to WrestleMania, because it looks like everybody wants to see that match. So, yeah, I don't have too much to complain about the Raw Chamber match. It was pretty good. After that was the Laurinaitis big announcement, which was really not of an announcement. He was just pretty much saying how he wants to go after Theodore Long and he wants to take over SmackDown. Mark Henry showed up. We had a return of Christian, which then pretty much marked out him taking out Santino, and Alberto Del Rio showed up, which pretty much ended up not going to take out Santino. This endorsing John Laurinaitis, saying that he should be the general manager of SmackDown, which could lead up to a match at WrestleMania. The winner gets to be the general manager of SmackDown and Raw. Maybe we'll see a 3-on-3 tag match, which I'm hoping we don't, because I would love to see Del Rio and Christian in the Money in the Bank match if there is one. I don't want to see a 3-on-3 tag match, even though I think that's what they're going to be going with. I think they're going to have Laurinaitis' 3 against Theodore Long's 3, which could probably consist of Big Show, Rey Mysterio, and maybe Randy Orton, you know, maybe like that. But I'm hoping that maybe see, everybody's thinking maybe it's going to be Shaq and Big Show. The winner gets to be the general manager. But you would think everybody is 48 hour long, so you think Shaq will be to be the face. Right now, the Big Show is the face as well. You're going to make him turn heel. How is he going to be on John Laurinaitis' team? You know, unless somehow maybe Theodore Long screws him, maybe doesn't give him a rematch, or you know, something stupid like that. But it wasn't really making an announcement. I thought maybe he was going to announce, you know, Triple H versus The Undertaker or something like that, maybe a return. But we did get some returns from Christian and Del Rio. It's glad to see them back. Hopefully they get back into action ASAP. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, I guess the announcement was made during the pay-per-view that Undertaker will be on Raw tonight to confront or call out Triple H. So, you know, everybody's going to be tuning in to see that, and I'm really interested to see where they're going to go. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a bald Undertaker. Maybe we'll see the American Badass Undertaker, or we'll see the regular, usual Undertaker. Who knows? After that was the Divas match, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the damn Divas match was good. Tamina and Beth Phoenix had a pretty damn good Divas match. Beth Phoenix ended up winning. They teased Tamina winning a couple of times, but Beth Phoenix overcame that and ended up beating her. So now it looks like it might be Beth Phoenix versus Karma, which I'm praying for. But yeah, this Divas match was good. You know, you don't throw in Kelly in there and then the same old Eve shit, who she does the same shit over and over. It ended up being a pretty damn good match, and I was impressed. But yeah, Beth Phoenix ended up winning. After that, we had the SmackDown Chamber. This chamber was not as good as the Raw one, but it was pretty damn entertaining. Big Show and Barrett started off the match, and I can't remember who came in after that. I think it was Cody Rhodes, and then it ended up being Great Khali and all that. Then it ended up being can't even think the other guy's names who was in there. Great Khali, and then Daniel Bryan. So there was a nice couple of spots. Big Show broke the chains to get Daniel Bryan out of the pod. He entered the pod with Daniel Bryan, started beating the shit out of him. I thought that was a pretty nice spot. Oh, Santino. Huh. That's the other guy in there. I told a friend of mine who was watching the pay-per-view with me, I said, you'll know if Santino's going to be taken out if he's the last guy entering the chamber. But nope, he wasn't. He ended up entering the chamber, and he was, I think, the fourth or fifth guy to come in. The fifth guy. Daniel Bryan was last. Great Khali was eliminated really quick, which I was really happy for. He didn't end up being in the match for a while, doing his same old chops. He did come into the match all hyped and started knocking everybody down, but the Big Show ended up spearing him and eliminated him. Fucking Santino eliminated Cody Rhodes. I wasn't happy about that. Then the Big Show got eliminated by Cody Rhodes, and then Wade Barrett got eliminated by Santino, I believe, and then it was Daniel Bryan and Santino, and the fans were going for Santino 100%. They teased a couple of times that he was going to win it, but it ended up being Daniel Bryan overcoming the odds, and he won the title back in a pretty damn entertaining match. It wasn't as good as the Raw one, as I said, and there wasn't as good as wrestlers in the SmackDown as there was in the Raw one. Like they said, you know, you have Ziggler and you have Kofi. And the SmackDown, you got Khali and Big Show. So there's not so much you can do with those two guys. But yeah, it was a pretty good match overall. Sheamus came in after the match, took out Daniel Bryan. So it looks like we're going to see Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania. All I got to say is, when I was watching WrestleMania last year in Atlanta when I was there, I never thought seeing Daniel Bryan and Sheamus as a dark match at WrestleMania being this year's heavyweight champion match. I never thought I would ever see that. Who would have known these two guys who were wrestling in a dark match last year are going to be one of the main events at WrestleMania. That's pretty damn awesome. Congratulations to Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. After that, we had a little backstage segment with Hornswoggle and Natalia with her farting shit. That's just so stupid and dumb. Ended up being Justin Gabriel coming up and Swagger talking shit. So they ended up having a match. Match wasn't that good. Swagger ended up winning. I don't even really want to talk about that match. I really want to get into the Cena and Kane match. They had them main event this Chamber match. Why the fuck is it called Elimination Chamber pay-per-view if you're not going to have the Chamber be one of the main events? That's stupid. First off, the way this match ended, this could have been the third match of the night and not ended the night. You know, that was stupid. You know what I mean? Jesus. I don't understand why they had them main event. I know you want to make Cena look strong. You want him to call out The Rock after the match and have him point up to WrestleMania and let everybody know that that's the main event of WrestleMania this year. But, I mean, come on. You could have had that in the third match and switched around the SmackDown Chamber with the main event. You know, people would have been going crazy thinking Santino was going to win just like they were if he was in the last match. I don't understand the booking. I thought if this pay-per-view set the matches up differently like I had it in my preview, like I thought they were going to, this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view would have been pretty damn good. But it was just too many letdowns. You know, you had the Raw Chamber, and then you had Laurinaitis bring it down. Then you had the Divas match, had a pretty good match, and then you had the SmackDown Chamber match, which was pretty good. And then you had the downer, the Gabriel and Swagger match. And then you're thinking, oh, maybe the main event will bring it up. No. You know, it didn't. We didn't see no Zack Ryder. We didn't see any Eve. You know, he did the FU off the ambulance onto some fucking, I don't even know what he landed on. It was just, you could have had that in the last match, the third match of the night. You know, you could have even had it fucking start the fucking Chamber off. And just, I just didn't understand that booking at all. But now it's on the road to WrestleMania. Now Raw should be picking up. So hopefully we won't see no more shitty Raws. All these Raws leading up to WrestleMania should be pretty good. I'm sure we're going to have our 2 or 3 letdown Raws in the next couple of weeks. But we don't have any pay-per-views coming up anytime soon. At least another month away. So it's going to be heavy storyline building and all that shit. So guess we'll see what's going to go down tonight, because the night is the start off to the road to WrestleMania. And other than that, I would overall rate this pay-per-view a 6, maybe 6.5. That's about it. Other than the Raw Chamber match and the SmackDown Chamber match, other than that, I wasn't really into matches. Big ups to the Divas match for actually making me sit there and watch it, because usually when they're on, I change the channel. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll have my Raw review up tomorrow. Let's hope it's a good Raw tonight. And if you have anybody has any comments down below, or have anything they have what to say about the pay-per-view, or even want to rate their own, what they thought of the pay-per-view, I'm more up to it. Thanks for all my subscribers, and please watch all my videos. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.